Man, what a friggin' mess I'm making. Oh, what the hell? I'm having a dyslexic day. Tiny! What's going on, bro? Yeah, no, I finally went back to farming sim, huh? Oh, I jumped out of the vehicle. Brilliant. I'm doing great. Now that sounds like a good time. Ooh, I can't go all the way down either. That's nasty. That's just mean. I'll bet, man. It sounds like a great time. What cruise did you go on? Which ship? Which line? Okay. The poop ship. The one where the toilets let go in the middle of the cruise, it happens. I feel bad for them people, but stuff happens, you know? Yeah, you can't, you know, crap's gonna happen, even to the best company in the world. Crap's gonna happen. Not quite a play on the word poop, but it wasn't intentional. I'm not that clever. It makes for funny news, though. I mean, it's not like, you know, they can store a backup engine somewhere and replace it in a couple hours. I actually felt bad for Carnival on that one, because I felt like this kind of their fault, but kind of crap happens, you know? They're never gonna live this down. I might have should have just continued straight up and down on this one. Hey, do you remember Big Daddy Gaming? Yeah, he came in my stream yesterday, man, and was like, I don't know, man. I don't take sides on this political thing, but boy, does he ever. I kept trying to tell him, look, man, I'm a constitutional Republican, not a Republican. You know, I don't know if he understood or not, but wow. Yeah, I know. That's why I was so weirded out by him having such a political view, because, heck, he's not even American. I like him. No, nothing wrong with him. I like him. I'm just, you know, like, I stay out of it, Tiny. I mean, this is so, you know, it's just not getting better. Every day it seems like it's getting more and more pulled apart. So what are you playing? FS25? That's exactly, you know, that's, I wanted to tell him that, like, dude, stay out of this stuff. The last thing you want to do is get involved, because opinions die like disco in 4 or 5 years, you know? I play them all still. LMAO, even FS15 sometimes. Which one's the best one? Is FS25 better than 17? Or did it just get too complicated? I should have checked this rotator head, man. This thing is at a weird angle. I'm having troubles with this angle for sure. It does have better graphics, but man, I was watching DJ do it yesterday, and wow, you know, it's like, I don't know. It reminds me of shaving a little. My wife used to call this game cutting the grass, and she used to call Skyrim killing the animals. What are you playing tonight? Kill the animals? Or are you gonna go cut the grass? She was a riot, man. She was a real riot. I say that like the honeymoon is. Man, I am difficulties with this swath angle. 25 is definitely more involved than it's ever been. Oh, she was something, man. Holy crap, I missed that woman. People have no idea, man. I don't talk about it too much, you know. Not many people know how I feel. But holy crap, do I miss that woman. I mean, like, it's been 2 years now, Tiny, and that pain's still there. Bad, bad. I mean, bad. I haven't dated a woman. I haven't held hands with a woman. Nothing. This is one I don't think I'm ever gonna get by, bro. I looked at that. I looked at the graphics and stuff like that. You know, and I paid attention to all of that. I was watching DJ go ham. You remember DJ. And to me it just looked like, it looked more like a job than a game. He's still doing it. I checked it out, and in like 4 or 5 hours, he had like 36,000 views. So he's still jamming it up. He's gotten better at his craft, believe it or not. He sounds like a professional disc jockey now. I expect to see Casey Kasem, not DJ go ham. Still not a huge fan of him myself, to be honest with you, but I am happy to see that he's, you know, getting better at it. I still think he's a bit mommy-ish, but hey, what are you gonna do? To each their own. I hope that he has great success, you know. I don't support him at all anymore. That was the first time I stopped in one of his channels in, has to be at least 5 years, DJ. At least 5, I mean, Tiny, at least 5 years. Ooh, this is gonna really hurt me on my time on the way down. Yeah, that's, I was thinking just about 5 years now. He got a little weird there, you know. Kinda dumped all of his friends. I don't know why he did that. Still can't figure that one out. I'm gonna have to do this one a different way next time. A music producer. DJ's a music producer? I don't think so. Yeah, DJ's he does a lot of dumb shit, man. I mean, we were his friends when he was nothing. When he came onto my channel, he didn't even have 50 people on his channel. Neither one of us did. Ava! Yeah, DJ Go Ham we're talking about. Me and Tiny knew him. Well, I met him, I think Tiny met him right at the same time, probably, because me and Tiny knew each other. Well, maybe a little later. I don't know how soon Tiny met him. I just started my channel. Our channel's his channel and my channel. I started a month before him, you know, and it'd be nice if I knew where I was going. Okay, 2000. That has to be close to the same time, Tiny. Has to be close to the same time. Wait a minute. Yeah, that has to be, right? No. No, I think I started this channel around 2000. I started this channel a while ago. Alright, 2016. It was before that. I think I started in 2014. Or 2000. Well, I lived here in 2015. I thought I met you before I moved here to Alabama. Well, whenever it was, you can look at the date my channel started. I met DJ probably 2 weeks after no, about a month after my channel started. He just started his channel. His channel is like 30 days, 20 days later than mine opening up. And we met right away. Within 2 weeks of him being around. And I had like 11 subscribers. And I think that he had like around 20 subscribers. Ava, don't worry about DJ Go Ham. He's not a nice person. He's not who he portrays himself to be on TV. That's the most I can say about that. He was in a chat with me when you popped up in the chat. Okay. Awesome. Alright, let's repay some of this debt, huh? I just bought a new piece of land. It cost me $405K. Probably not the wisest thing I've done at this point, but what are you going to do? Alright, let's see here. Let's get on top of this tractor. Speed up this clock. I have time to chat now. Dun dun dun. I did have this whole field opened up all the way up there and everything, but I bought the new land, so I closed this one down a little bit. I didn't like harvesting it way up there. Yes, I am. I'm on the first map, Goldcrest. I figure if I'm going to stop playing it again, this is a good place to start. I lost my other good maps, man. They're there, but I can't download the map because... What was that dingbat's name that, you know, took his basketball home with him? Goldcrest. The guy that was making the maps. Oh, what was his name? He got bent out of shape and shut down his maps. Dr. Franklin, something like that. What the heck was his name? For logging, yes. Exactly. Pacific Inlet and Smoky Mountain, Jade Mountain. Yes. That's the guy. That's exactly the guy that I'm... He was friends of ours, too. He used to show up all the time, remember? I mean, at least once every other week, man, he was here chatting. And then he did that, and I've never seen him since. I've never seen him after that, but of course I got ripped on him. Pacific Inlet was awesome map. I have so much work in Pacific Inlet. Oh my gosh. Remember how I transformed all of that? I went in and they have I made the dead forest and the big walk trails and stuff like that. It was an awesome map. It was a really good map. Smoky Mountain, man, I dug that thing all the way back. I was almost finished with that. And then, I don't know what happened. The PS4, whoops. The PS4 shut the game down. And I had to re-download it. And as soon as I had to re-download it, them maps were gone. Alright, well, looks like all I gotta do still is fertilize. Oh, Pacific Inlet was an awesome map, man. I was too. That was an awesome map. See, this is perfect. Why didn't they just stay with these graphics? This is perfect for gaming. You know, it's not... I don't feel like I'm doing a job. Oh, me too, man. I've told you, that's the one where I built the dead forest and the big old nature trail walk and... Oh my gosh, I had so many hours in that. I bet you that I had over 500 hours on that map. It's like if I lost Mustang Valley. I didn't, thank God. But Mustang Valley, I got 740 hours on that. That's the one where I got like 5,000 cows. Some stupid, ridiculous number. The color palette is much better on 17. At least the lighting on 25 is way better than 19. I didn't like 19 too much. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of 19 at all. I got 21. I don't think that I ever opened it up. Mustang Valley is an awesome map. It's just the beginning in that is hard. You know, because the land is so big and expensive. Oh yeah, 22, yes. One of the things I'm looking forward to the most in having kids in playing games with them, I hope the firstborn in progress ends up liking... Yeah, you went too long, Ava. We can't read if you make it too long because it cuts it off. Better off breaking it in 2 sections when you got a long statement. Oh, Skyrim is awesome. I thought Winter might start streaming Skyrim, but I haven't seen her in a few days. I probably did something to piss her off that I don't know about. You know how I am. I've got a natural talent for that. Ooh, I might not have to do this field. Yay! This field doesn't require anything. I don't have enough to do the big field. I may as well as go get some more or else I'm going to get in trouble. I've thought about streaming Skyrim and I don't know how to set it up though. Are you on the PlayStation 4? That's the first question I have to ask. Or PlayStation. Or Xbox. Or PC. What are you running? PC would work. I just don't know how to set it up on PC. But Tiny might know how. PlayStation 4 is super easy to set up. Who's running PC? Alright. I know how to get you help, Ava. I'll ask Sa. Or Hovo. I think both of them are running on PC. Hovo will probably come in sometime soon here. I almost just drove by the place. Well, they know how to set it up. That's what they're playing on. I wouldn't say, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say someone's an expert or not, but if that's what they're playing on, they should know how to do it, right? Yeah, both of them are good. Hovo, I think, is going to stay stagnant like me and Tiny because he's just got a good personality. Sa's got potential for growth because just seems like he does. I don't know why. I never know why some people get better luck than others, but I think this is my land right here somewhere. Can't find it because it's dark, but I think I'm in here somewhere. My new piece of property. Woohoo! Money, money, money! Nobody wants to hear me yap about life. What? That's what me and Tiny do. We talk way too much about our own lives and crap. Or politics, or... Sa was asking me about that about a month back or so. And I said, Sa, you can't pay attention to what people think, man, because you're never going to be able to please everyone. Just please yourself. Eventually you'll get a group around you that's more like-minded to how you are, and it'll work out fine. So if you try to please everybody, you may as well just hang it up. You're never gonna enjoy it. Yeah, exactly, man. My philosophy, Tiny, screw them if they can't take a joke. Ava, as a female, seriously, you could be a bad streamer. Bad. I mean, there's one that Sa and Hovo go listen to. She is freaking terrible. She's not good at gaming. She's not good at streaming. She's just terrible. And she'll get 1,000 subscribers because she's female. There's so few females that actually do this that, especially in a game like Skyrim, you have a real good chance of drawing a large crowd of people. I'm serious. And the new Skyrim is coming out next year, so I mean, if you get yourself established with a small group, even if you only build up to like 500 or so in a year's time, you'll do more than that, trust me. But even if you only built up to that, once the new game comes out, Tiny will tell you, people show up from everywhere for a new game. You're gonna have to deal with creeps. What you do is you mod people like Tiny, Sar, or Hovo, or Charles, and they kick them out for you. You don't even have to deal with them. They'll see them come in, they'll say one thing, and then they'll be gone. They'll never get the chance to bother you. Good mods. That's how you stay on top of that. Yeah, I would, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely get some good mods that show up a lot of time, you know what I mean? And pick like 8 people that are really good, you know, and I'll help you with that if you want. You know, like Tiny's a good choice. Charles is a good choice. Hovo is a good choice. You know, and they just know right away, this person's no good. Bing, gone. Shoot. Tiny's kicked out at least a dozen trolls without me even saying a word. Just see ya. Oh my gosh. But I think she's talking about creepy people. Whenever there's a female streamer, Tiny, I think the females are at a disadvantage with the creeps. Trolling, you're right. Trolling's not too bad. Most of the time they're just 12 now. Ooh, I love the size of me new field. Finally. Ain't got a good harvester for it yet, but we got a good field. I'm gonna try to get this map done without harvesting the gold. But Ava, if you're gonna stream Skyrim, okay, catch you later, Tiny Man. If you're gonna stream Skyrim, Ava, it's a really good time to get started because Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto are the 2 biggest games in the world. And yeah, they're the 2 biggest games in the world. Sorry, I lost train of thought for a second there. So when the new one comes out, everybody's going to be watching them. Everybody. There's going to be millions of people to come in to see the new game, and you'll pick up subscribers like crazy. I mean, literally within 3 months, you could have 10, 15,000 subscribers. If you're really good at it, you'll have 100,000, 150,000 within a couple months of the new one coming out. But you have to have a base before it comes out, you know, because people want to have an idea that they're watching someone that knows how to play the game. Plus, I feel a lot of the Skyrim content has a lot of mods installed, or it's men playing as warrior. I play mage, which could keep things. Exactly. I think I agree with you on that. The other thing is the mods and stuff don't come out with the game immediately. The public makes most of the mods, not the gamer, not the gaming company itself. So the mods would probably it'll take a few months before any real mods start coming in, and that's what keeps the people coming back. Because you'll just put in a mod and then all of a sudden everybody wants to see it. Some people have so many mods, it doesn't look like Skyrim anymore, hardly. Yeah, I've seen some ridiculous mods too. I try to just, when you're playing on PC, you have a lot more choices. If you want me to give you some advice what not to do, don't make your character any easier to play. Like, don't make him or her, you know, like invincible, can't die, or, you know, anything stupid like that, because that'll destroy your viewership. They like to see, more or less, the game played the way it's supposed to be played. That's the hardcore people, you know, but that should be your base to appease. Because the people that watch it to see funny stuff, they come and go. The hardcore people stay. My other advice would be is never take the gaming company's side. Always take the gamer's side. Stay with the gamers. The companies come and go. The gamers don't. They play for life. Woohoo! I'm excited to see how much my big field's gonna give me. I wonder if I should do some nighttime work or try to get it back to daytime quick. Hopefully it gives a lot. I'm hoping so too, man. I'm growing canola, and canola's not, it doesn't grow a lot, but it pays well. Canola is what the oil comes from. Whoops, why is that open? Let's take a look at the map and see. Oh, there's nothing to harvest? What the hey is going on with this thing? Yeah, nothing. This is gonna do one of them funky things on me, I think. This is 17. 19's terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Yeah, look at nothing. Am I doing that right? Yeah, growing. Damn. Nothing. That is weird. Three cycles and I've had one field to cut so far. Oh, 19. Sorry, I misunderstood. Which one's 19? 19, 19. Yes, but it's so tiny. Look at it. And plus, I think it's growing corn. I hate dealing with corn. They got this weird harvester head for it. It looks like cones. Yeah, it's a proper head. It's right. You know what I mean? I just, you know, if you play FS, there'll be certain things in there you just won't want to do. Everybody's a little different on it, but there's so many things to do that there's things people won't do. They're just like, nah, that's too much of a pain for me. Or, nah, that's too boring for me. You know what I mean? They just don't do it. Like, as I get going, you'll see I'll start having animals, and I'll be logging and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm just limited right now because of the amount of credits that I have. I'm broke. My poor guy is broken. Oh, this is supposed to be harvesting next time when it grows this time, I think, anyhow. Should have brought the harvester over here. But I didn't. Oh, that one's harvesting next time. Yeah, that's what it is. That one is. Here comes the sun. Da -na -na -na. There we go. I think I got barley growing down here. Good old barley. This game reminds me of Steinbeck, All the Farming. Is that the game you were telling me about the other day? Ooh, I gotta go up at the top first. I remember. It'll have a hard time turning around up here around the corner if I don't. Oh, the Grapes of Wrath. No, I didn't. You know what? I've never read that book, Ava. I've read a lot of books in my life. The only non-fiction book that I've ever read in my life, the only fiction book that I've ever read in my life, rather, is, well, other than what school forced me to read, was Huck Finn, believe it or not. Because the school didn't force me to read it, and I thought, this is required reading, man. People should read this. Yep, I did too. So I read that, but I think outside of what I was forced to read in school, I believe that would be the only the only fiction book that I ever read. I just find non-fiction to be stranger than fiction. Reading was something I did when I was younger because I had to, but as I got older, it wasn't required. Ava, if I can ask, what generation are you? Gen X, Millennial, Z? I doubt you're a boomer. So I did know what to read other than fiction. Gen Z, okay. That helps me a lot when I give advice and stuff like that, because generation does matter for a lot of this stuff. You are in a great position, Ava, because my generation in the next 10 years, we're going to be dying off. You know, and you're gonna get to know quite a few of us. Tiny is a first-gen gamer. And Sa is a first. No, I don't think Sa is a first-gen gamer. Who the hell else? Oh, Charles. That's what I was thinking of. All of us have been gaming for 40 to 50 years. This is my 50th year this year. I started in 1976. But it has to be Christmas for it to actually be 50 years. Because I got my first game on Christmas. Yeah, I mean, we're talking straight through. No missing, all the systems, all the way. And by the way, it's paid me exactly $0 throughout my life. I have made exactly $0 from doing it. It's not that. The reason I did do it for work, Ava. I'm the founder of several things. I helped with Google Chrome. I did a lot of beta testing and stuff for Sony, community management, all kinds of things. But I always worked for the gamers. I never worked for the companies. You can't take both sides. If the company is paying you, you have to do what they want to do. If they're not paying you, then you're working for the gamers and you can defend them. Like, the reason I'm not with Sony anymore is I got canceled in 2013 over freedom of speech issues. And yes, I got to be one of the first groups canceled too. Because I'm special like that. Any bad thing that's going to happen, somehow I'm always there first to it. It's happening too. But the last beta that I did for a company was for Hellfire Games. I did that as a favor for General Fatso of the Homelings. And the last invitation that I got before I told them stop inviting me was by Elder Scrolls. They wanted me to go do some beta for ESO and I said no. But I don't do beta like looking for glitches or hacks or things like that. Dama, what's up? What I do is community management in there when I do beta. So I run through the game and tell them who's going to stay, who's going to go, what age group, when they're going to go, why they're going to go, what to do to, you know, help them in certain areas and stuff like that. You know, it's just, you know, they get like a few questions, man, and I get run through the ringer at the end of these things, man. I got to answer like a million questions. You know, they have to know if, you know, if it's going to cause violence, if people are going to be suicidal over it, all kinds of stuff, man. It's very weird. But like I said, 2013, they stopped using all the people like us. They stopped using Legion, they stopped using the Hamsters, they stopped using the Homelings, a whole bunch of groups of people, and that's why the game sucks now. That's why, to be honest with you, that is why they suck now. Dama, what's going on, man? I'm in magazines and stuff, Ava. Up until 2013 when I got canceled. Awesome, man. Glad to hear that. It finally warmed up in this area a little bit today. I hope it warmed up for you guys too. You know, cancel culture, when they started doing it in 2017, 2018, 2016 after Trump got in, I got canceled for that stuff in 2013. They, Sony and these other companies wanted people, oh, sorry, Ava. Sony and these other companies wanted people not to say things like gay, and then they started taking words out and like it wouldn't even show the word, you know what I mean? And I got into big arguments with Sony about that because I told them, this is America, we have freedom of speech, it's against the law what you're doing. And they just decided to continue doing it, and then you know, Howard Stringer left and this started under Kaz. And then Kaz got canceled out and they brought in Yoshi, who's even worse. Oh my gosh, go look up Yoshi for PlayStation CEO. I think he just got fired a couple months ago, but go check him out. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, that guy may as well as have blue hair. But the blue-haired people canceled me out in 2013. One day I had a bunch of friends and executives from Google and Bethesda and Sony and everyone else, and the next day I didn't. Literally that quick. And then the main game that I was working with, called PlayStation Home, had 1.4 million people going in there a week, and they still closed the game down. Just to be nice people. Just to be nice. I'm still trying to stay faithful and loyal to Sony, even though they shut me down in 2013 and completely shut me down in 2015. But I would still help them develop better games even to this day. You know, if they would just come out of the funk. Because I truly believe in the Sony Corporation. I just think that they lost their way a little bit with the woke stuff. It's kind of like a loyal employee to Bud Light, you know? He'd be kind of mad about that whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, but if he was loyal to the company at all, he would want him to improve and still not destroy him, right? Yeah, the nice people would. The ones that are actually committed. You know, Sony's a huge company, and they were really good to their developers under Howard Stringer. And I want to remind you now, I like Kaz. Kaz is my friend. You know, I haven't talked to him in years since I got canceled, but he is my friend, you know. And Afromania Green is too, even though they canceled me out. You know, I don't hold any ill feelings towards them. But, I forgot where I was going with that, to be honest with you. I'm just a little disappointed, you know, and I really believe in the corporation Sony. I do. I truly do believe in them. And when they come out of it, I want to help them do better with what they're putting out. Unfortunately, a lot of the people are getting older and sick now. You know, like, you know, some of these people are not first geners, they're baby boomers. You know, and they're really, I don't know, you know, we can still be effective, guaranteed, but I don't know how much people would come back to them. I know they could probably get the homelings back, because they're still pretty formed. I don't know if the hamsters are still formed and Legion is completely dispersed. We should check to see if there's going to be any harvesting this time around. Alright, let's check our map. Oh, there's a lot of fields. Let's see what they're growing. Wait a minute, hold on, I forgot to check. Alright, we got them 2 fields. They are growing. I will not harvest potatoes. Too long and boring. Soybeans is okay. So we got 13. That one is growing. Canola, we can harvest that. One is growing. Looks like wheat. We can harvest that. As much as I want to like Sony or other console games, I found it to be so expensive and exclusive. Yeah, Sony's kind of like that. They're a good company. Alright, sunflowers, I will harvest sunflowers, or even corn. No, I'm not harvesting corn. And 25 again is potatoes. So we got a few fields we can harvest this time. Heck, I might harvest the potatoes just to show you how slow and dragged out that is. PC gaming is Steam. That's funny that you say that. 2010... late 2010 or late 2009, one or the other. I'm trying to remember. It was early 2010 or late 2009. But anyhow, they wanted me to go from, I think it was May 2010. They wanted me to leave Sony and go with them to Steam. And I told them, no, I'm going to stay and be loyal to Sony. They're a good company. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life. I mean, this was for the foundation of Steam. They were still nothing. Oh, Dharma took off without saying bye. That's weird. Now we can check to see what they're paying for barley. Hopefully $1 million an ounce. Prices, please. Barley says $7.07 at Mary's Farm. I can take $7.07. And yeah, that's Mary's Farm over there. We're definitely going to sell this stuff. And I believe I got to plow this field this time too. Let me check. I'm like 99% sure I got to plow this field. Yes, I have to plow the field. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor. I'm not a mechanic. They got some cool music in this game, Ava, I can't play. Even though I bought the game, you know what? Screw them. I'm going to play it anyhow. I paid for the music in this game, man. Let's change the radio station. Whoops. I got to remember how to change the radio station. There we go. Freezer themselves stepped in and made it to where you can't buy adult games. It was odd. Well, I don't know if I necessarily agree or disagree with that. That's a field where, as community management, I would say no, don't do it, because it leads down a really bad path. But again, I don't want to come off as a prude either, you know? I mean, there's a fine line between freedom of speech and perversion. Like, you can't scream fire in a theater. You know, you have freedom of speech, but it's within reasonable limits. You can't put people in danger with it, and I don't know what you mean by adult games. If you mean like adult games, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Steam is not a XXX company. There should be XXX games probably, but it should be done through XXX companies. Kind of like how Netflix can't play. You want me to cancel the music or leave it on? So anyhow, kind of like Netflix doesn't play porno, you know? It's, I don't know if it's really a great idea for them to do that. People what they can and cannot buy. I don't understand. The bank's telling them they can't buy something? Or are we dealing with a situation where the company can't play it because they require a different license for it, sort of like. Because I definitely think Netflix should not be running porno movies, XXX porno movies. You know, and I think that a gaming company like Steam probably should not have XXX games. It's a different license, Ava. It requires a different license for XXX. It's a lot more stringent, and if they were kept to the rules of what they would have to do for all their games to come out, for all of them to run underneath that license, they would never be able to get the licenses in time and stuff for the games. It really creates a complicated situation when you have 18 and older content. It changes everything, Ava. Now, if you're talking about them trying to say Grand Theft Auto is XXX, I disagree. It is not XXX. But if it's an actual porno game, then yeah, maybe they probably shouldn't have it, you know? It's not a proof thing, it's a licensing thing, Ava. Well, Visa probably getting involved because they realize what's going to happen. I mean, eventually the federal government will get involved in that, and inevitably what will happen, whether Steam knows it or not, because a lot of them don't understand community management and stuff, what will end up happening is the federal government will come in with new regulations, and when they do, they'll close Steam right down. Like, they'll say, you violated this, and then they'll shut them down, and Steam won't be able to do anything for like a year before they get out through all the paperwork and everything. And that's if they don't bring them to congressional hearings. If they stop bringing them in congressional hearings, they could literally be shut down for 2 years. So Visa's just trying to protect an asset because they know that's what'll happen. And I promise you, Ava, that is exactly what'll end up happening. It's not the first time at this rodeo for stuff like that. Eva, it all comes down in one day. Companies, the porno thing, even on the internet, was going a while before the federal government came down on it. In the gaming sector, all it's going to take is one mother to say their 13-year-old son was buying porno and now he's dead because he committed suicide. And he committed suicide because of the porno. And that's it. Game over. Steam is like, game over. Over. They will be done. And Visa probably didn't want to take that risk. I would trust Visa on that one. Do you want me to kill the music or leave the music? I'm not really sure what you wanted me to do there. They're gonna get mad at me for playing the music. I don't care. Would Steam not just remove the XXX games instead of Steam getting shut down, period? I think that's what it... No! No, the federal government will shut them down. I swear to you, Ava, I'm telling you the truth. I'm really telling you the truth. The first time Steam will hear about this issue is when the government comes in and shuts them down. Because the government won't take notice until something extreme happens. And then when something extreme happens, they always do the same knee-jerk reaction. Yeah, I promise, Ava, that's exactly the way it would go. Visa did Steam a huge favor if what you're telling me is true. Huge favor. It would have been something I would have told Steam, absolutely do not do this. This cannot go down a good road. Okay. Is it too loud? I'm going to turn the music's volume down a little bit because it does seem a little loud to me. Whoops. Let's see. Music. Radio volume. There it is. That sounds better. More in the background, right? That's a little too low. There we go. They're gonna get on me about playing this music bad, Ava. But I don't care. This is something that needs to be addressed now. They're wrong about this. I paid for this game. When I paid for the game, the music came with the game. I should have every right to play it. I've already had one run-in with this company already about this. I need a new harvester pretty soon. Yeah, there's always a delay, Ava, when you're on Sony. It's another thing they didn't keep up with. It's understandable in Sony because they're trying to make all the games even. So they reduce the, how do I want to put this? The maximum amount of internet speed you can have. I think they reduced it to 40 megabytes. No way. They're wrong. I have to stand up for the gamers here. They're wrong, Ava. Because the music came with the game. As long as I'm playing the game while the music is playing, I paid for this. So they're wrong. I'm not monetized anyhow, so probably never will be. Yeah, this is a battle I'm ready to get into, Ava. Alright, that was a quick 28,000. I've refreshed. Maybe the delay will be better. There's always a delay, but it seems longer this time. Well, hopefully it is better. We can find out. Text when you hear me say, fellow. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, fellow. Okay, that took about 15 seconds. Probably took you 5 seconds, so you're probably 10 seconds behind me right now. Ooh, I better quick save. This map kind of looks like... You know, it probably is Oregon. It's Gold Crest. I would guess that that is Oregon. I think that your sense of geographic principles are good. It's either that or Northern California. Close enough. I do think that it's actually Northern California, but... That's right there at the Oregon line. Well, I hope I got this time on real time. I do. Good. So you have any questions for like a first gen gamer? Like what's the worst game I ever played? What's the worst company I ever dealt with? What's the worst company I ever... Oregon is beautiful, I imagine. I've never been there. It's one of the few states that I have not been to. I have not been to North Dakota, Oregon, or Washington. Right now, with what's going on, I don't have any desire to go there right now either. Did you play the old game, the old Doom games? No, I did not. That's not old for me. That's still modern. But no, I did not. They were a little too satanic for my opinion. It's like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I avoided that game. There was just some kind of weird thing about that that made me uncomfortable. Yeah, you're gonna get that, Ava. There's gonna be certain games as you age, you know, as you go along longer and longer in the gaming world, that you just won't play. You know, a lot of people will play them. They'll be very famous games, and you'll be like, "No, this just it doesn't sit right with me." There's no rhyme or reason for it. They just don't. Doesn't mean they're a bad game. You know, it just means you're not comfortable with the premise of it. It's a good thing. It keeps yourself in your own identity, you know? I only know about Doom because my brother played it. Yeah, I never played it. It's, a lot of people liked it. I think, oh my gosh, I really don't want to expound upon that because I think, I'm not going to expound on that thought because I don't want to get in trouble. I think I'm mixing two companies up when I want to tell you the story of Doom. And I'm not 100% positive in my head that it's actually Doom that this happened to. But if we talk next time, I'll research to make sure that that was actually Doom. I don't want to confuse two companies, you know. But one of the companies that made a game, it's either Doom or a game very much like Doom, I'll find out. Really had a serious screw up that's kind of a funny story that I could elaborate on. I just don't want to say a story that's, you know, incorrect. Don't want to defame anybody. I don't know why Hobo hasn't been in the stream yet. It's hard for me to ask questions about old games because I wasn't alive. No, I mean, you could ask what the systems were like, you know what I mean? I you know, really want at this point to teach Gen Z what I know. Because, Ava, I'm telling you, in the next 10 years, my generation is not going to be around anymore. Most of us will be dead. I mean, I'm pushing 60 this year. In 10 years, I'll be 70. If I'm not dead, I'll probably have, I don't know, dementia or something like that. You know what I mean? We're really getting old now. We really got to teach this generation what we know because the gaming world cut us out, man. Like, but if I knew what interested you, you know what I mean, I could fill you in on why gaming companies failed, or, you know, because they're going to give you a lot of opinions on the internet, and a lot of them opinions come from people that didn't live it. I used to work at an assisted living home. I enjoy interacting with different generations. That's awesome, man. That generation you're acting with was at your age, is baby boomers and tweeners. The tweeners are the ones that were in between the greatest generation and the baby boomer generation. They're really neither. The greatest generation was born around 1905-ish. Well, no. You know, but they're going to say, oh no, it's the people from the 1930s that gave birth to the baby boomers. No, they were dorks. The last great generation was truly the people born around 1900. I got a chance to talk to them as a child, 10 years old, 15 years old. They were all really, really old people. And like you, I like talking to them and stuff and gaining knowledge from them. We were trained, Gen X was trained for that. And if Gen Z doesn't start learning from us, man, all that's going to be lost. Because these baby boomers, they're nuts, Ava. They're nuts. All these baby boomers are nuts. They're nuts. I can't explain it to you. They're crazy. They've always been nuts. Always, always. They're weird, man. They're a very bad generation. Very bad generation. Their grandparents that I used to talk to when I was a kid would be scratching their heads at what their parents raised. But parents, well, I don't want to compare them to millennials because they weren't as bad as that, but they weren't right. Gen Z fails to benefit from the older and the younger generation. I'm worried about Generation Alpha. Your generation has to start grabbing these young children that are 8 years old and 9 and 10 years old and start teaching them how to read, man, and how to do math on paper. We can't lose that. If we lose that and something happens to the computer world, all society will collapse. They can't depend on a calculator or a computer to do math for them or write for them. It's critical that you guys get real books, hard books, you know, books, and store them away because you don't want the computers taking over the book world either. There's Hovo. Hovo! Ava was wondering how does she get to stream on YouTube through PC. Is that something you'd be able to help her with? I worked at daycare and I was the only one who ever made them count higher than 10. Yes, but Ava, they can't read. They're going into kindergarten and they're trying to swipe a book like it's a tablet. This is really, really happening, Ava. Their parents aren't reading to them at all. At all. Most of them never even handled the book until they get into kindergarten. No, Hovo, that's why I sending her to you. It's really true, Ava. The reports are coming in like crazy. I do community management. I pay attention to this stuff. That's literally what's going on. Ava, Hovo will be able to help you to get online with YouTube. Oh, you don't know how to get on YouTube online? I thought you was on YouTube online. I mean, I thought you was on PC. You're not running PC, Hovo? You can't be on PlayStation, really? Some of them did know how to read pretty well. With the kids I worked with were from 2 to 12. Oh, okay, never mind. I will get Saw. I'll talk to Saw tonight when he goes on. I better quick save again. I don't want to lose this. Hovo always reminds me to save. What? You having problems streaming on Discord? Well, probably because you're on PlayStation, right? I have a YouTube and such. I just don't know how if I get the chat to work. I'd have to tinker with it. I haven't tried. I could do it for about a week now. Well, that's awesome. Ava, check on YouTube itself. Just type in what problem you're having streaming, you know, and just put PC with it or whatever you're using, and it there'll be a tutorial for it for sure. I mean, shoot, I was wondering what diapers my mother was wearing when I was born, and I YouTubed it and they told me. I still have a silly sense of humor, sorry. Let's go to another station. I hate this song. Electro country. Oh, you guys got quiet all of a sudden. But hey, did you ever play this? Oh my gosh, yes. I played the original Zelda, then the original Link. Yes. I love the original Zelda. I'd still play it right now if I had it. When you press select button to go live on YouTube, there's an option to manage talk. That's on PlayStation, Hovo. That might not be the case on PC. Zelda was a huge game when it came out. It was flippingly successful. The very successful Zelda was when it came out. Oh, I'm still not going to get all of it, so it doesn't matter. It wasn't as well. Alright, Zelda itself was as big as any Mario game, except maybe the first Super Mario on Super Nintendo. But Link was not as big as... People didn't like Link as much as they liked Zelda. But Link was still a good game. But by the time Link came around... Well, not really. They're actually RPGs. They're not ARPGs. Other RPGs started coming around. But Zelda was huge in its day. Instead of fixing to play games on Discord, I ended it up playing games from my phone as controller I'm using. I don't do a lot of time on Discord. Matter of fact, I just started using Discord the other day because this one news channel that I watch with Winter, which I think they're mad at me. Winter, I haven't talked to Winter in days. Oh, I hit the water well. I don't really care about the tractor. I have to keep using it, but this is getting put back and it's all dirty. In 15 minutes, we're going to be flipping over to Skyrim. Winter doesn't seem like she'd be too easy to upset. No, exactly. She's a really nice person. Something might have happened to her too. I don't know. I'm just saying I haven't heard from her in days. I'm hoping so too. She's old like I am. Alright, what are we gonna plant here? What do I got lined up? No, we can't plant more of that. Let's do wheat. Oh shoot, I gotta go all the way up to the top first. I almost forgot. If you don't swipe the top up here, it gets too close to the rocks. It'll leave a patch. Did you see my last clip? I did not. I've been super busy the last several days, Hovo. I have barely watched anybody's streams on anything. Matter of fact, I just answered your YouTube comments just a little while ago, just before I started this stream. Where Lydia killing? She's killing you! No way! I gotta check that one out. I definitely gotta check that out. That's hilarious. So after we're done sowing this field, I'm gonna flip over to Skyrim. Okay, I'll check it out, Hobo. I will. I killed Mirak last night in Skyrim. He's dead. You know, you think that, and then all of a sudden, oh, did you get yourself up to the million thing again? But Lydia did. Because, I mean, I don't care if you hit level 150. Something can kill you. It's on record. You can go back and look at it later if you want. I did it last night. There's nothing awesome about it, you know. It's just done. To some point, I was surprised. Yeah, I'll bet. But I mean, I've been way up into the 90s, man, and something come down and kill me dead. And you're still gonna die no matter what level you get to, you know. Something's gonna get you eventually. Usually it's over because you're not paying attention, you know. You get a little cocky and boom, you're dead. The Stranger and His Wife. That's the name of this song. I better save again. I don't want to lose all of this. I wonder if this game has chicken in black. But no, it doesn't have anything that is, this is all made, all the songs were made by, I think, 2 companies. You know, and, but none of them are mainstream music. There's no mainstream songs on here at all, like by professional artists. It's all AI and, well, I shouldn't say it's all AI. I don't know. It's all studio. We'll put it that way. Yeah, and I got into a fight with the owner of one of these things, you know, because they tried to give me crap about me playing the music on my streams. But you know the way I see it, Ava? You know, I'm ready for that battle now. I don't have to deal with my wife with dementia anymore. She's dead and gone. You know, and now I have time to focus on that. And I had forgotten about it. But now I'm ready to deal with them because by the time, if they come at me on this, by the time I'm done, music will not be so hard anymore. There will be able to be DJs on YouTube playing any music they want to play. Because I absolutely know for a fact that I will win that. You know, we lost all of that because of a couple dumbasses like Metallica and the guy that's too sexy for his shirt. It's too sexy. So, you know, if you want to know whose fault it is you can't play music anywhere, don't buy any Metallica music. Don't listen to them when they're on the radio. Shut it off. Metallica is not your friend. They're scum-sucking leeches. I used to like Metallica. Since they did that, I have not played or bought one thing from them. If they play their music on a movie, I shut off the movie. I won't even watch the movie through anymore. Yeah, that guy's a dick. Dishwasher. That guy's a dishwasher. I'm trying not to use vulgar language. I'm trying not to use But he's the one, they're the 2 primary ones that made it so you can't play music on YouTube without getting sued. They're the ones that did that. And I will never forgive them for it, never. They did more damage to music than they were worth. They should have never had a hit song to begin with. I mean, they think they're divas. Yeah, they did it. That's them. The I'm Too Sexy for the Shirt and Metallica. Ooh, the guy saved himself a lawsuit from the town, though. He didn't knock down the sign. That's amazing. Gunther would never let you down like that. He has the ding dong song. There's a lot of one-hit wonders, Ava. How about that timing? I told you. Oh, this is going to be close to 2 hours, right on schedule. Do you know how to invite someone to Discord chat? I do not. I just started using it like a week ago. He's gonna take down the sign this time. Look at that. Amazing, it did not hit that. Let's check out another station. Rock. That's a terrible song. Can't skip it. Pop radio. I think I can get that to fit right on that. I knew I could. Yay! I can talk to them on my phone, alright, but not on PS5. Oh, strange. Okay, that's Jehovah Awesome. Yes, you're at it. This is my house right there. Alright, let's see. Alright, guys. This is where we're gonna save till next time. I'll be back in Skyrim. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, use the little boy's room, and then jump directly to Skyrim. So 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and I'll be up with Skyrim. God bless. If you make it back, see you then. If not, past, present, future, like, share, subscribe, because I'm struggling here. See you in a few. God bless, man.